Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie. If you are new here, I do all kinds of lifestyle videos, personal finance videos, being a new mom, and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in any of those topics, make sure that you subscribe and like the video if you enjoy it. Today I'm going to show you my March budget. I am currently working with a baby who is asleep about 5 feet from me, but I'm trying to take advantage of time. If you're a mom, you understand. Even if you're not a mom, you probably understand when you're under tight deadlines, which is currently what is happening with me. But I wanted to try to get this video done for you. Another day where I had to choose between makeup and hair. I chose hair. That was a whole bunch of information that you probably didn't need, but that's kind of how my videos go, how my personality is. So that just is what it is. Today, again, I'm going to show you my May budget, what we're planning for the month of May, how that's going. This is the last month that we will be living in Raleigh, taking into account that our last month of inexpensive rent in comparison to where we're moving at least. I hope that you enjoy this video. Again, make sure you like it if you enjoy it. That really helps me grow my channel. It helps more people see my videos and I would appreciate it so much. But without further ado, and before Ivy wakes up, let's jump into this. Okay, there's a chance that you're gonna hear a bunch of birdies in the background. That's because it's spring here, it's beautiful, birds are super happy. However, they're also very loud, so they're taking part. So if you are new here, we always block out our income, just the exact numbers, although you can see about how much it is. It's just something that makes my husband a little bit more comfortable. I don't care. I would share everything and I probably shouldn't, so he keeps me in line sometimes. But yeah, so our income for May is supposed to be about $8,327.95. That is my income. I am a freelancer. So I do marketing for 2 companies. Plus I have this YouTube channel, which I make maybe $100 every 3 months on, so which is great, but it's not like a main source of income for me yet. That's why I need you to like the video. I'm in a weird mood today, so not sure what's going on. Anyway, my husband is a full-time work from home. He's right above me, so if you hear any pounding, that's him at his desk. But he is a full-time data engineer for a company. And then we also are currently making an income every month on a business that he was bought out of, if that makes sense. So that is what those things are on the left here that you're looking at. I'm looking at my laptop right now. Rollover, I won't know how much that is. And from now on, our rollover most likely will always go to savings. I don't want to use it if we don't need it. In the past, we've needed that rollover, but now, if we have any rollover from April, it will just go straight into savings, especially with our big move coming up in June, which if you don't know about that, I'll link a video. But basically, quick story, we're moving back to Illinois to be closer to family. We're very sad about it. We love Raleigh. It's so beautiful here. But with our daughter, we really just need some help, honestly, and we want to be around family and let them be a part of her life as well. So that is what we're doing right now. But with moving back to Illinois, the suburbs of Chicago, that is much higher rent. And I don't really know what the rest of our bills are gonna look like, but May is still normal for us. So moving on, fixed expenses are all the same again this month. Rent, the last month we're paying under $2,000 for rent. Renter's insurance, disability and life insurance, pet insurance, those are all the same. Planet Fitness is my gym membership. It's $10 a month. I am canceling that in May, obviously, because I will be moving. So I won't have a gym membership for a small amount of time. I might get a gym membership when I move back, but I kind of want to see, I want things to like settle out because, you know, I'm full-time with Ivy at home, so like I can't just like go to the gym whenever I want to, so I might have to do some at-home stuff. $29.99 for a birth program is a new, it's actually called Birth Recovery. Wow. Okay, recovery program. It's basically a pelvic floor program that I signed up for in April. I haven't started using it yet, but it will come out in May, so I just already have it in this budget. I have our TV stuff, Netflix, Discovery, Amazon Prime there. It might be a little bit more than that, but I'm not sure. We're gonna keep it at that for now. Kindle Unlimited, I probably should I probably should get rid of that at some point. $90 for insurance. Ben has 2 apps that he uses on his phone. HostGator is something for Ben, and then our internet. So our fixed expenses are about $2,100. Moving on to debt. We have a couple of debts that are in forbearance / we don't have payments figured out yet. So we do have a personal loan. You can watch one of my previous videos about that, but we had some family help us out with some big debt that we had, and we still haven't figured out the payments on that and when those will start. So I just have that in here as a placeholder for now. Our car loan, then we have all of our student loans are here. So 2 of them are still in forbearance, the federal stuff, until June. So this will be the last month that we'll be not paying on those unless magically the Supreme Court decides to take care of people, but I'm not counting on that. That's about $758.77 we're paying in debt, which is actually the lowest amount that we've paid in debt in a really long time. So that feels pretty good, which is why you'll see at the end we have quite a bit of leftover income this month, which is great. Moving on to variable, this is where things change, obviously, variable. And this is also, if you watch my budget recaps, where we tend to be like all over the place. I'm not super strict with it, but it's just a good place to understand where your money is going. So I have budgeted $750 for groceries. That's pretty typical. $150 for Costco. I lowered that by $100 because we are just gonna get a couple staples. I don't want to get a bunch of random stuff this month. I want to try, or in May, I want to try to get through all of the food that we already have in our freezer, in our pantry, so that I'm not moving food with us across the country. We can do a big Costco haul when we move, but I want to try to get rid of as much stuff as possible. So that means keeping Costco low. $150 is still fairly high though, so I'm hoping that we don't actually spend that, but I just have that for now for things that we always get, like our oatmeal hunks, siete wraps. There's a couple other things that we go through monthly, so we'll definitely buy those. Next up is restaurants. I did up that a little bit to $250 between our move, kind of being in and out of packing, things like that. We're moving at the end of May, so I wanted to incorporate some money for that as well. We've also gone over on our going out to eat budget quite a bit recently, so I think I'm just budgeting too low, even though I wish we weren't going out as much, but I'm the problem because I like to get food out. Medications and supplements, I always keep this at $200. Some months we go over, some months we go very under. I have an autoimmune disease, Ben has some health issues, and then Ivy is on vitamin D drops and like gut health stuff. So we definitely take some supplements, and I take medication for my thyroid issues. Household I have at $400. That's just like formula, any supplies we might need for the move would probably go in here. So if we need to get tape or anything like that, that'll go in here. Beauty I have at $150 because Ben will most likely get a haircut and I will probably get my nails done in May, so I have that in there. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get my hair done before I leave. I love the girl that does my hair, so part of me wants to go just to see her one last time, but then the budgeting part of me is like, girl, talk to her on Instagram. I don't need to go and spend $300 on my hair just to talk to my hairstylist, so I don't think I'm going to get my hair done in May. That might change. Maybe I'll get like a glaze or something done just so this lasts a bit longer and I don't have to find someone new when I move right away. Personal spending I have at $100. Again, I don't intend on us spending any money in this, but I still just kept it at what it was in case, you know, we need to get something. I think Ivy's waking up. Doctors I have at $125 because we'll be going to the chiropractor a couple times. I also will need to pay my last hospital bill at some point, which is much more than $125. I'm just not sure if I'm going to do that in April yet or if that'll be in May. Utilities, $275. Car, I have at $200, which is about $50 more. That's incorporating some more gas because we'll be driving around so that we can see Raleigh before we leave in May. And then also any gas that we get on the 31st of May is still within the May budget. We're moving on the 31st and the 1st. So our moving budget is kind of in between 2 monthly budgets. Core and Fin I have at $275. That's for food, medication, anything like that. And miscellaneous I have at $100. I pretty much keep it at that unless I don't have the space for it. Birthdays, holidays, we don't have anything that I'm intending on purchasing. Savings, I'm planning on putting $877 into savings. If we have rollover, that will be more. These 3 are just subscriptions that we have that aren't, oh we are. Our Thrive Market renews in May. Oh, I gotta figure out how much that is. I don't think it's very much. I think it's under $20. So I'll just put 20. See, that's why I put renewed in May and I still forgot about it. Travel, I do have $215 because we'll be paying for our Airbnb. So we already paid like the small amount on it in our April budget, and then we'll be paying the rest of it in May because we're staying in an Airbnb on May 31st. On our move, we're splitting it into 2 days. Our total variable expenses for the month is just under $3,000. Our total budgeted expenses that pop up, it really shouldn't even be called that. Total miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is hard to spell. Total miscellaneous is $1,102.43, most of that being a savings payment. So that's pretty good. Total out I'm planning is just under $7,000, and that would mean that we would have about $1,300 left in our budget at the end of the month, which would be great. I'm sure that we'll be like a little bit over on some of these as we are every month. And then if anything pops up for the move or anything pops up in the interim, we also are planning on selling quite a few things here. Planning on selling a desk, this kitchen table, my Boppy breastfeeding pillow, like a bunch of things. We're not planning on selling them for like a high price. If we sell 5 things for like 20 bucks, that's still $100, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Weird mood. June is definitely going to be a high spend month with moving back home, with all of our moving costs, having to like restock a pantry, doing things like that. Since we're moving like multiple states, we're not going to bring a bunch of stuff with us and do the whole like get it in the freezer at the Airbnb, unfreeze it, all those types of things. So we're just going to try to go through everything here before we move, and then we'll just have a big Costco grocery haul in June, which I'm sure I'll share with you guys. So I'm really hoping that May is a lower spend month overall, and if we do spend any money, it can be on activities like going to our favorite coffee shop, our favorite restaurants, driving around our favorite areas, saying goodbye to this city and state that has given us so much. We were just talking about this, if you're still here at the end of this video. We moved here and Ben had his own business that wasn't doing very well. I was working for a company that was treating me like crap, and everything's changed since then. We went through a miscarriage together. We got pregnant with Ivy, have now had Ivy. I went through one of the most depressed years I've ever had in my life. Unfortunately, we didn't make a community here, but just the feel of this city and this state has just hugged us and got us through a really hard time of our life and gave us the space to be away from our regular life, be away from people that we knew, and to really focus on our relationship, on ourselves, on our working selves. And then, you know, we created Ivy, and she's amazing and perfect and beautiful. I have nothing to say but great things about the Raleigh area, and I am extremely sad to be leaving. So I just want to be sure that we take advantage of the area while we're here, because I don't know when or if we will ever be back. If some of these things in our variable expenses are a little bit over this month, I really don't care, because it's more important to me that we can really love on Raleigh before we leave. That is what May is looking like. You'll have to come back at the end of May, beginning of June to see what we actually spent. Speaking of that, the May budget recap will probably be a little bit more like mid-June, because we're moving right at the beginning of June, which is usually when I put those videos up. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you didn't mind my hyperactive state that I'm in today. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.